the video last week. Well, it's come to my attention that some uneducated, gullible, really gullible individual really did think that my employer gave me a box set of Ice Fusion brushes. I mean, God's sake, really? So apparently he spreaded the rumour around that I'd been given a brand new box, £20 box of Ice Fusion brushes. I mean, how embarrassing must it be for that individual, knowing that all your work colleagues know that you believe everything you watch or read? I mean, come on, seriously. Could you not tell by the way I was talking that it's just a wind-up as far as entertainment goes, and there's not one single boss in the country that would buy a day worker, snagger or production guy a box of Ice Fusion brushes? You really, honestly, you've got to, it's something else, isn't it? I mean, I'd be embarrassed personally, because needless to say, my boss didn't buy on me. It's entertainment, isn't it, at the end of the day? And there's not a single boss in the country that would spend 20 quid on brushes for you, is there? So yeah, just a little warning to everybody out there in the big wide world, not to be taken in by everything you watch on TV or YouTube. And yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't know where to put my face, to be fair, you know what I mean? It's entertainment, guys, it's entertainment. There is times when I will do things like that to wind people up, to make out I've got this or got that from wherever. Do you know what I mean? It's not all 100% true. I mean, come on. I tell you what, you couldn't write it, could you? You just couldn't write it. Right then, guys, do you consider yourself as one of those loyal painters that goes the extra mile for your boss? Well, yes, I do. I like to do my bit for my gaffer. He looks after me, so I like to look after him. So I'm going to give you an example of how I and what get that extra mile for my employer. That's right. Take this tin of silver paint that us snaggers use to touch up all those silver pipes through the whole plot that the production guys just leave on every plot. Yeah, silver paint that I use on a week-to-week basis. Now, as you can probably see, you know, the lid's disappeared, it all starts skinning up and going hard, and you're reducing the amount of paint that you get to use because you end up chucking it away, don't you, because it goes hard and everything. So yeah, this particular paint. So when it gets to that stage, I do this. I bring in an empty coffee jar from my house. And I tip the remaining silver paint in the jar so it doesn't go hard, and the boss doesn't have to keep buying silver paint, because no doubt it's very expensive, isn't it? So yeah, that's what I've done. You know, as you can see, look, it's all going hard, there's no lid to it. You know, the paint's just getting wasted at the gaffer's expense. So, you know, I found that as you do in the plots. I've pierced an hole in it and put it in here for the boss so it don't go hard. Cause that's the type of guy I am. I like to go that extra mile for my boss, cause he's a great guy. A little bit of a secret tip for you. Just imagine, for instance, you're on day work or snagging 5 days a week, right? And 9 times out of 10, you're going to have a few coffee breaks and a few cigarette breaks, ain't you? And before you know it, the old TARDIS of a flask is empty by 2 o'clock, do you know what I mean? Or 2. Because you've been and smoking and on your phone outside the door when no one's looking. So, if you're regularly visited by a manager or a boss on a day-to-day basis, right, here's a little tip for you. When they're coming for the break, or let's say we're like 3 o'clock, 3, something like that, you know what I mean? And they sit down, have a quick, chat to you and tell you what's going on and plan of action and all that sort of thing. All you've got to do is say, phew, look at that, flask is full, mate. I ain't had time to stop for a cup of chai, do you know what I mean? Look, still full. Even though it's probably empty, you know what I mean? So if you sit there and go, look, Mr. Manager, flask is still full, I ain't had time to sit and have a cup of chai. Still full, you know what I mean? Been busy as anything, even though you'll be shaking it and doing that and it's empty. You're just putting over that optical illusion that your flask is full and you ain't had time to drink it. Words of wisdom, guys, words of wisdom. Bear them in mind. It could save your job in the future. You know what I mean? Well, I do consider myself multi-talented, as you would expect from somebody of my calibre. But my talents are being put to the test on this fine winter morning. That's right. I've got a 2-pack fill, some steps going up to a flat. So yeah, my talents are going to be tested to the limits today. So let me show you what I've got to do. I'm in this flat and I've been told to try and sort these out with some 2-pack filler. There's 3 steps. So yeah, I've got to sort that out. I've got my 2-pack filler and all my stuff. So I'm going to crack on with that and show you it when I've done it. But yeah, got to be done, ain't it? You know what I mean? Got to be sorted out. Mind you, it'll be a different colour. But I can't do it about that, can I? So yeah, let me crack on, get these filled and I'll show you. There you go. That's took me all the 5 minutes. Filled the 3 steps. I've had to put that there because it was split underneath, so I put some filler in it and just wedged it up so it dries there. Overfilled it a little bit, got it fairly flat. Just gotta wait for it to go off and come back and rub it down. So I'm gonna have a cup of chai, a cup of Rosie Lee and a Panama while I'm at it, you know what I mean? So yeah, see you in a minute, guys. Thirsty work that game, about ready for a cup of Rosie Lee. and a Panama, as I said earlier. Yeah, so all done. All I had to do was 2-pack it, rub it down, and take photographic evidence for the boss so he can claim a few hours. So yeah, let me show you. There you go. All done. Jobs are good and happy days. Tea time. Got paint down the side of this boiler. So between the boiler and the wall, there's about an inch gap, very difficult. So I've had to put a brush on a stick, a brush on a rag roller. That's all I got. What can you do? Well, that's it, isn't it? Well, I know it's difficult to get at, you know, but they've picked it up, lads, so it's a defect, isn't it? It should be painted. Now I've got to do it. Hip hip hooray. I know it's difficult, but you know, come on. I tell you what, I always did say I would never ever paint pipes under a sink in a million years. That's what I said. It's only 'cause I'm on day work, I'm doing it. If I was on price, it won't be happening, 'cause I think there's just no need for it. It's beneath me, guys, absolutely beneath me to be painting pipes silver under a sink. Do you know what I'm saying? Here, kid. Just getting ready. Just getting ready. Just in case. I like to be prepared, mate. Do you know what I mean? I like to be prepared. Overalls. Look at all them beauties. 15-inch sleeves. You know what I'm talking about, don't you, geezer? You know where I'm coming from. You never know what's around the corner. Be prepared. Many a true word said in jest.